When it comes to Scorched Earth, rat holes are hidden everywhere, so we proudly present top 3 rat holes with full base designs on Scorched Earth. And coming at number 3, this first rat hole can be found at 24.2 latitude and 25.7 longitude, and then here it is on the map. Now this first one I did showcase in my first rat hole video, and this one is actually a pretty decent one. So coming up here in this corner, there's a rat hole that the only way to get in is with either a crossbow or a zip line whenever they come out with, I believe, Aberration. So yeah, also a Pelagornis works in here too. But yeah, very difficult to get in. Getting out, it's pretty simple. You just fall in it and then it'll just push you out. So super nice. Anyways, coming in here, you have this first little room. It's going to be a little bit tricky to figure out how to defend that because the ceilings are so low and turrets can really only fit in certain little places. So I don't know how exactly we're going to do that yet, but I'm sure I can come up with something. So anyways, coming back in here, it opens up into this main room. Now, yes, this rat hole is not the biggest. However, it's got a decent size. It's just very awkward to work with. Now there's a little water issue down there, so we can't really mess with that, otherwise you just have a pitch black screen. But yeah, coming over here, a decent amount of room, which we're going to have to build on multiple layers to fit everything in here, and fitting in InstancedFoliage is going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm sure maybe right in here I can possibly fit it, I don't know yet. But yeah, this is pretty much the whole cave, there's nothing else to it. Overall, it's a good size, so let's get on to that full base design. Now here is the full base design. So as you can see on the outside, I decided to just go ahead and place down a 2x2 turret tower, mainly because defending the inside is going to be a bit of a challenge, and people are already going to know that you're here, so hey, might as well put some turrets. So anyways, I put it a little bit too close to the wall. I will admit that now. You're going to want to push it out just a little bit, but not too close to the ledge, otherwise then it can easily get taken down. Anyways, coming up here, you have a couple heavies just to kind of help defend off the entrance, make sure that nobody can really get in, even though it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And then in here, put about 30 heavies in here. It doesn't look like it is about 30 to be honest. There's a couple that are hidden behind here, a couple in the wall too. But yeah, overall, I'm just going to say this now. I believe that this is pretty much unrateable. Like, unless somebody can get a cluster grenade in here, it's pretty much unrateable. I mean, it is going to be a pretty difficult raid, especially considering that there's 0 cave damage. But yeah, coming in here, so our first layer was on top. There's really nothing up there, but here is our second layer. Second layer has our generator, our refrigerators, our incubating area, and overall it's just mainly a nice little area for some dinos to get raised up. You can't raise too many dinos in here, but overall it's not terrible. Now the InstancedFoliage I could barely fit in here. It spanned across 2 layers, and yes, it does still work even though it's going through the ceilings. So yeah, the InstancedFoliage is a little bit weird, but yes, it does still work. Anyways, coming down here, this is our first layer. You have 4 fabricators, 2 smithies, 2 chem benches, your InstancedFoliage, which is right there, which actually goes down 1 more layer, which you'll see that here in a second. But yeah, anyways, you have your entire vault area, and that InstancedFoliage, that little opening, you can access. It's just 1 layer down. But yeah, and then over here is your nice little log eye area. But yeah, that's it for this full base design. Let's move on to number 2. Coming at number 2, this next one can be found at 17.5 latitude and 30.9 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this next one is actually a pretty decent one, mainly because of this entrance. The entrance is honestly a little bit longer than the last one, meaning that turrets actually have a good amount of room to shoot in here, which means if someone's going to try to rocket run you, it is going to be a little bit tricky, like especially through here, because you can put a good amount of heavies in here. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to do for that. But yeah, coming inside here, it opens up in this decent size area. Now your first room, which is down here, and then there's a second room up there. But yeah, the first room is probably going to be our main base. Maybe an InstancedFoliage in here. I don't think we're going to be able to fit one, but in that second room, I'm going to definitely put one in there. I think it'll honestly fit much better. But yeah, coming up into the second room, there's 2 entrances. One cannot be accessed, and then this other one is a little bit higher, and you can barely get in. So yeah, InstancedFoliage is going to probably have to go over here. Now the issue why I'm not building in here, which you will see in a second, is because of this, which is the water, which if you don't know, this water is straight up pitch black until ARK fixes it, so I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, so let's get on to the full base design. This video is sponsored by Mitra 9. Mitra 9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company that quite literally makes you feel good. My favorite flavor is tropical. Now, kava and kratom give you a similar effect to alcohol, just without the impairment. It's more similar to a high. Mitra 9 has really helped me get through long, stressful days. Use my code Outcasts for 20% off at mitra9.com. Must be 18 or 21 in some states. Now here is the full base design. So as you can see with this exterior portion of it, I decided to not do the entire outside mainly because there's no cliff platforms currently. And without cliff platforms, I'll admit it is a little bit tricky to learn how to build. But yeah, coming in here, an absolute crazy amount of turrets. I mean, this is going to stop anybody from getting in, along with this room right here. I mean, you physically can't really rocket run this because it is a crouch entrance and you can only crouch through here. There's one little area where you can't crouch. However, the majority of it you can crouch, which means it's going to be a very, very difficult raid. But yeah, coming through here, I decided to go ahead and put up a little bit of a wall just to kind of like deter some people out, make sure that people can't just easily get in after the turrets are down. But yeah, coming through here, you have your electrical generator right there. Couple heavies in here as well, just in case they do get hop in here. Then you have your main base, which is sitting on two different layers. So you have some fabricators and then your vault storage up here. Now these are extra fabricators just for some extra crafting, for some advanced ammo, or really for whatever you want to use it for. But yeah, coming down in here, you have your egg incubator right here, only for a couple dinos. This is not meant to fit a ton of them. You have your indie cooker, your grill right there, some more vaults, some refrigerators, a bed. And then you got a little chem bench over there. You can put one or two there. It's really up to you. I only put one. You have two smithies, one's hidden next to that vault, 3 fabricators, and then again, some more vault storage. Now, the biggest reason why I put this here is because the second room has a bunch of water in it. It's going to be a little bit tricky to work with, and overall, it's just going to be too much of a pain. If you want to build in the second room, you can absolutely do it. It's much bigger. It works better. It's easier to defend. But yeah, it's really up to you for what you want to do. Anyways, I put the indie forge right here, because it does work in water, so it overall works pretty decent right there. And then up top, we have this extra vault room. You can do whatever you really want with it, turn it into a personal room, some dino storage. It's really up to you. And finally, coming at number 1, this can be found at 35.8 latitude and 73.8 longitude. And then here it is on the map. Now this one is the honestly most insane rat hole on Scorched Earth, at least to the second, because I haven't found anything any crazier. But yeah, this one's absolutely insane. Also, sorry for the particle effects. I don't know what was going on with my game. I had to put the graphics down though, just to show out this cave, because the lighting in here is a bit awkward. I'll just say that. But yeah, coming inside, it opens up into this insanely massive room. I mean, you have a crazy amount of room to work with in here. You can breed gigas in here. I mean, tell me another rat hole that you can breed pretty much anything that you want in. Yeah. But yeah, coming in here, it just keeps opening up more and more and more. It goes farther back. Tons of flat land. But yeah, we're probably going to put our main base back in here, because honestly, it's a good size area. I think it works pretty decent. So yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do, but let's get on to the full base design. Now here is the full base design. So again, like I said with the last rat hole, until cliff platforms come out, it's just going to be a pain to really build anything on the sides. So I decided to keep everything on the inside for this one. Now this one's going to be an absolute pain to raid. You have turrets just absolutely scattered everywhere. I'm telling you right now, you scatter turrets all along these walls, it's going to really piss people off. Mainly because somebody can't run up and just C4 all the turrets. They have to individually soak every single one of them. Not to mention this terrifying turret wall right here. I don't know how I managed to do it. It is double vault layered though, which you really can't do. I don't know. It might be glitched, but that's up to you if you want to do that. Now that turret wall is for the 100 turret limit. That is exactly 100 turrets that you are seeing right there. The entrance is up on the very top, mainly just to kind of deter people from raiding the bottom. But yeah, so you can do that if you really want to. It's up to you, but you have to go up and down this long ladder over and over, which I can see it could kind of suck. Anyways, coming in here, it opens up into this first little room. Now this room is kind of awkward, so I just put a nice little staircase. You can do whatever you want. I recommend doing your stairs here though too. And then it opens up onto this first layer. Now the first layer contains all of your indie forges and then your XP grinders. You can put anything else in here that you really want. I just kind of filled it up with some indie forges. It works pretty well. They're kind of out of the way. And then yeah, over here you also have a text transmitter. You have your vault storage right here. Along with that, you have your incubating area right here. It's pretty big. You can hatch a ton of stuff at one time. You also have your chem benches over here, fabricators, smithies, your full crafting station right here for your replicators and your deady storages, along with some extra vaults. Down here, you have your full vault storage, which is 2-layered. You have some beds over there hidden in the corner, your entire crafting station for food and storing some dinos. And then up here, you do have some more dino storage. But yeah, overall, it's pretty decent. So anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you're new, and peace out.